Today, I'm going to talk about conversation design in just a couple of terms that you need to know, just so that, because I'm going to be repeating them throughout the demonstration. I'm going to talk about just a little bit about like my history and what I've done. Then I'm going to show you the voice capabilities of this program, and then show you a bot that I made for the Portola Valley Music Festival. Of course, it's just for today. It's not really for the festival, but yeah, I think that's pretty cool and you guys will like it. So yeah. I am a conversation designer. Guess I did not have that slide, but yeah, I'm a conversation designer. I worked at Salesforce and worked on building bots for Slack. Prior to that, I was using a program called VoiceFlow to create bots for freelance projects. And now I'm doing freelance again. So yeah, VoiceFlow was created in 2019 because in 2018, the co-founders felt that starting when they were trying to build AI agents, and as they built more and more agents, they quickly grew frustrated because the tooling available to them was not good. I think that like I can speak for all of us that like in 2018 that chatbots, whether you're going on IVRs and you have to talk to AT&T, rebook a flight, they weren't very good. And I think that they're slowly getting better because people are more aware that conversations need to be designed. As far as conversation design, right? As human beings, we need empathy. We need for people to understand that we're having either a good time, a hard time, and bots need structured data. And conversation design is about making the two intuitive so that both of them can understand each other. So yeah, today I'll be talking about a couple terms. An utterance is basically what you say to the bot. And that, sometimes we don't always say what we want to have happen or mean to have happen, because that's in our intent, right? We can have an utterance, like when it comes to chatbots, we can do a typo. When you're speaking to, your devices at home, you may say ums or ahs or sneeze or whatever, and it's going to capture that. So it's going to have that utterance, but that's not necessarily your intent, right? Your intent could be to turn on the lights or something like that. And then a knowledge base. Knowledge base is basically a storage of information that helps the bot help you complete your task. And VoiceFlow. What's really cool about VoiceFlow is you can come through different titles and different levels to use it. So if you don't know any code at all, you can use the logic, create intents, use entities, which basically just hold information within a since the bot may need to complete a task. You can make shareable prototypes. You can publish them to a website. You can review the transcript to see if something is going well or if it's not going well with your bot. You can use APIs if you know a little bit of code. Connected to integrations like Zendesk, Zapier, Google Sheets, etc. And then if you're really technical, you can create even more complex integrations. And have it work with WhatsApp and just a whole bunch of other tools, and even export to things like Dialogflow and other conversational tools. So yeah, without further ado, let's look at VoiceFlow. So yeah, going to delete that. This is VoiceFlow. So this is the canvas on which you can drag and drop what are called blocks. So these different blocks right here. Basically are what you would use to construct a conversational flow, and you can stack all these blocks to create steps and create a bot. So the first one right here, AI, is really cool. It has the ChatGPT symbol, so as you can assume that it lets you use generative AI to make responses, and then right here where it says set AI, you can apply different prompts to variables, such as what I'll show you in a second. You actually give the bot a persona. Talk is very straightforward. So whatever, it's like what you type is what you see. So if you type in certain text, that's exactly what the user is going to see. Same thing with image, or if you create a card or a carousel. And listen, this is when you want the bot to listen, or the user to make an action. So right here, you can create buttons, and then like when the user presses the button, then of course it'll go into the chat. Choice very similarly. It configures paths and lets the bot know what path you want as the user you want to go on. It captures it can capture exactly what the user had previously said. And just a couple of different other choices that are available. And then you could also add if logic and different conditions. You can randomize the answers. You can create components. And then there's the more technical stuff like APIs, JavaScript, and custom actions. And yeah, without further ado, let's get started with the bot. So whenever you start your bot, there's going to be this start button, and this is the only thing on the canvas that can't be deleted. It's where you start from. So like I was saying, the most straightforward thing you can do is to add a text block. So let's add welcome to AI for designers. And I'm going to name that block welcome. And if I connect it by just dragging this arrow to the welcome block, if I press play, over here in the test area, you can see, hey, welcome to AI designers. That's really simple. It's very straightforward. But thanks to generative AI, we can be a little bit more dynamic with this block. So instead, we can use an AI response, and we can tell the bot to use ChatGPT 3.5, greet the to the AI for designers event. And you can preview it, but let's just have the magic happen. So let's connect it and see what happens. Cool. So it says, hello, welcome to the AI for Designers event. We're excited to have you here and look forward to exploring ways in which artificial intelligence is transforming the field of design. But let's get a response. So I'm going to add another text block here and ask the user, how can I help? And what's cool about all the generative stuff that this program has now is before, as a conversation designer, I'd have to think about 5 or 7 different ways that I could say it. But right now, if I click on generate and I click generate 5 variants, it's going to give me the option to use these variants as well. And it's going to switch through them automatically. I don't have to do anything myself. But yeah, I just want to make sure they're good and I actually approve of them. So what can I do for you? What can I assist with? What do you need help with? Yeah, these are all good. So I'm going to press Control or Command and return, and it accepts all of them. So now when we go back and we press play, it's going to, have exactly what we typed on it. And it says, what do you need help with? Now, this is a pretty good start, but if I'm being honest, I think that this response is a little bit too verbose, and I'd like to add some customization to that. So here in the system, if I wanted to give it a little bit of personality, I could say, you're a charismatic host that's brief and concise. So yeah, I could also preview that just to make sure that it's actually going to give us a smaller dialogue, which it actually didn't. Test it again. Yeah, as you can see, it changed again because we have the variety of different answers right here. So it says, how can I help? And that's good. So there's lots of ways that we can continue this. I think the fastest way, if you're building your first bot, is actually just go straight to the buttons. So I'm going to drag the buttons block right here. And I'm going to I'd actually like to open up for you guys. So if we were making a bot for this event, what would you want to know? Like, you're at home and maybe you don't want to go through all the website or the meetup. Like, what would you ask? Okay. So I'm going to bring out this notepad. Who are the presenters? All right. And just like the basics too, right? Like, what time does it start? Where is it, right? I'll just write logistics. All right. So I'm going to have some buttons and I'm going to add those. So what time does it start? Who's presenting? All right. So I think a lot of you can guess that if I now go in here and I press on like, what time does it start? Who's presenting? The bot's not going to know. It should actually give an answer that says like, that I can't answer that. Let me try the preview. Well, one more time. Or I can ask maybe, what time does it start? Oh, you know what? I completely forgot this. So you have to train the bot first. And training helps give it a better idea of what we're actually asking it. So I'm going to press train assistant. And it should, give the usual ChatGPT response like, hey, I can't help you with that. Use present. Who's presenting at the event? Okay, good. So now I at least got some kind of answer. It's not going to give us the right answer we need because it doesn't know, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to our meetup group webpage. And then I'm going to go into the knowledge base and add data source. So I can just copy and paste the meetup link. And after it's there, now our bot has a point of reference to what we're talking about. So now I'm going to go to start again. Now say, what time does it start? Hold on, something's not connected here. 1 second. All right. So greet the user. That's to greet the user. It's connected. How can I help? And then we have our buttons. All right, so let's try this again. All right, so I'm going to create an intent. I'm going to call the intent start our logistics. So when, or location and time. So when the user utterance has to do with location and time, where is it? When does it start? Where is it at? I'm going to generate the rest. Now I'm going to create this intent. So I have a location and time intent. I'm going to train the assistant with these new utterances that we've added. It trains the bot with the new utterances. So I said, like, what time is it? Where is it at? It's adding these things and all the different variations that could possibly be created from it. So let's try. Yeah. So I'm going to prompt it to okay. See, sorry, that's what I was missing. I'm sorry. I was forgetting the AI response. So right now it's saying that it can't answer that question because I haven't connected it to the knowledge base. But once I connect it to the knowledge base and I say, or ask the bot, what time does it start? It says the event starts at 6 p.m. and the location is listed on the meetup event page, but I would rather actually say the address itself, which it did earlier, like today in testing. But yeah, I can do the exact same thing here. So I'm going to do another AI response. I'm going to say, tell user who's speaking, and it should tell. So it should say right here, now that I've connected again to the knowledge base and not just to the AI model, who's speaking. So there you go. That's all just because I added the URL link. So, and I apologize. The thing that was missing in the very beginning is I didn't have the AI response. So if I had the AI response, it would have been working from the very beginning. So yeah, really quickly, that just shows how you can actually connect to ChatGPT and just connect with something as simple as a URL, a PDF. Let me double check to see what the other options are. A PDF, a document, or a sitemap, and you can have the bot pull out information and you combine it with ChatGPT to answer questions. And it doesn't really take that much work. So that quickly you can start a bot, and then you could actually put it on your website or make it for your business just that easily. So what I did, what I'd like to show you guys is I made a bot using the information from Portola, and I would show you the background, but I mean, you could come up to me. I could show you like the different logic and stuff that I did. But I made it real quickly. So 1 second. So yeah, I made it so that it speaks like millennial. So it says, "What's up, fam?" And uses slang. How you living? And I made it so you could ask an open question. So you could say, ask any question about the festival. So like, can I bring water? And it says, yes, you can. Then up to one liter. Time, okay, 3 minutes. General information. I had there's an intent that shows you like a whole bunch of emojis and also shows you like the rules and the policies. But the cool thing I thought about is if you're at a festival and like maybe you're alone, you don't know the artist, you want to know who you should see. It asks, tell me the artist you'd like to you like or an electronic subgenre, and I'll do the best to give you recommendations. So if you type in house, it gives you artists that are playing that day, the stages they're at, and the time. And what's also pretty cool is with this chatbot, you could get feedback. So I have something here called Vibe Check. So maybe you got like a notification that says, hey, how are you doing? Like, are you feeling it? How's the concert? And if you do 5, which is really good, as are the best answer, and then it asks you why do you give such a great score? You could say the music, or you could say a specific artist. Either way, with data being so important today, you could capture that data and know why everyone's like actually enjoying the festival itself. So it says, awesome, keep grooving, and it provides them with a little GIF. For this one, like about 3, because it's a combination of AI and the knowledge base. So the knowledge base gives them specific information like the stage, the times, and information about the rules and stuff. But then, the AI gave general information. So like we did artist info. So someone who's going to be there is Kavinsky. So if you don't know anything about Kavinsky, you could type that in, and it's going to use ChatGPT to get the artist information. And then it's going to go back again to the knowledge base to tell you about the stage and the time. So yeah, it says that he's a French electronic musician, and then says, based on the information, they're going to be at that stage. So I wish that I didn't have that problem with the AI response. But yeah, the VoiceFlow is really good about like creating. They have templates as well as YouTube videos. So it's really easy to pick up, because even if you don't know where to get started for the first time, there's just templates that you can look and like check out to see how it was built. There's also a Discord, and what's really cool is it's free to start. You have 100,000 monthly AI tokens. So it's kind of like credits to use ChatGPT and the large language models. And it's $50, per month after that. But yeah, there's plenty of resources to get started and just to test and to make your first bot. Go to voiceflow.com, join the Discord. Go on YouTube, and like be on the lookout also for, sometimes they do like live stream events and stuff like that. So yeah, follow them on LinkedIn and wherever else you can find VoiceFlow content. There is. So what I should have done throughout is to add, this is the canvas with it, but what I should have done is to add a variable with a persona, and that I could have added that persona to every single block, and then every block would have that persona and use the slang. But yeah, I only had it, I think, on the first one right here. So yeah.